Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to week 5 of the Phi Mu Alpha LCS. We currently have Team 1, first team, best team, versus Team 7, 7
Good
Deadly
afternoon,
Lee Sins.
everybody.
I am
Welcome.
excited for this game. I think it's going to be a good one. Team 1 right now is rated at 2-2 with 6 points. Team 7 is 1-0-1 with 4 points. So the winner of this one will have a good kind of situation. Looking forward to the playoffs. So it's going to be a good match. With me today, I have my co-caster. First time here casting, so I'm excited to get him here. The one and only Fleeing Panda. What's going on, Panda?
Not a whole lot. Thanks for having me today.
Panda's ready to rock and roll, and we're ready to rock and roll. So we already got picks and bans started here. So starting off right away, we got the Jace ban. Makes sense, and the Cat ban. Taking the Jace away from Sebastian, taking the Katarina away from Michael. So it makes sense. These are kind of champions that the two of them are very comfortable on. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Those are probably the two strongest players mechanically wise. So taking away their best player, their best champions, is probably a good idea.
It's
The
interesting.
second ban here,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's
Interesting that
Rise.
they opted for the Rise. I mean, I guess he must be a Rise player.
Yeah, I've never seen him play before, so I'm not really sure.
Maybe it's something where they just feel that because Rise kind of has a high carry potential, that he might be able to, I don't know, basically just carry games pretty easily, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Might be something because they know he hasn't played in the team, that they're like, oh, we'll just go ahead and ban the guy who's not in the team, so that we, kind of take away his best champion here a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. And our second ban here is LeBlanc, and our third ban Ka, and then our last ban is an Alistair, which is targeted at Gert. He's a pretty good Alistair player, so
It's interesting that they took the Katarina and then LeBlanc away from Michael. They did, however, leave open Syndra, but they opt to first pick the Vi, putting that faith in their jungler there. I guess they're kind of under the assumption that everyone else is in the Vi Mu Alpha LCS, that Vi is just ridiculously strong and can basically carry games pretty easily. So, but that's interesting though. I mean, I don't know if I'm not sure if Bobman plays Syndra. It might be a thing that could take it away from Michael and kind of take away his other comfort pick here. But they might have it planned as well. They might realize that he doesn't play Syndra, and they don't really have much kind of care to pick it early because they know he's not going to play it.
yeah, looks like they first picked Ziggs and a Lowy, so that's an Lowy top and maybe a Ziggs bot, or maybe a Ziggs mid. I don't know.
Dude, I've been dying
Kind
to
of.
see Sebastian whip out the Alawi, man.
Oh, it's pretty strong. I'm looking forward to it.
Yo, and right now, on a side note, we actually have a third caster for this game. He's gone ahead and stepped in here, all stealthily like, and that's my boy Eric the Gnarls Barkley. What's going on, man?
Hey, not a whole lot. I'm here. Can I get into the lap?
I don't have
Too
invites, so
late.
someone else needs to do it.
Rip.
You'll just need to spectate after
Yeah,
we start.
it's
Rest
okay.
in
You can just
peace.
They could still get me in there, couldn't they?
Well, we'd have to have Gert switch. I'll get it done before we start the game.
All
And
right.
our second two picks for first team, best team are Syndra and Tarek. Two more comfort picks for Symphonia and I am Gert.
Yeah, they basically kind of felt comfortable, like we were saying before, they felt comfortable waiting to pick that Syndra. I guess just knowing he didn't play it, so they were waiting for them to pick the mid laner before picking it. Tarek is just another one that's a pretty, you don't really have to worry about it too much. Tarek can kind of play into anyone a little bit. Doesn't really have a ton of counters. Granted, AP mage support kind of does counter Tarek depending on who it is. But it does depend on the matchup, obviously.
And our third pick in the bot lane is for Symphonic Salute as a Thresh.
Ooh.
Seems like a comfort pick for him as well.
And it's a big playmaker, and that's part of the thing about Thresh right now, it's kind of the same vein as you were talking about. We're getting countered by the major sports, but he's seen this Taric come out. Realistically, the engage potential for an in-lane play of a Thresh is actually a little longer range than a Taric. And the Gert's probably going to have to rely on a lot of counter engage type plays in lane to counteract that.
We've got a Sejuani coming in. I'm assuming that's for the jungle. Theatrics, who's a sub. That is a beefy front line of Alawi, Thresh, and Sejuani.
Oh, I love that Adam is subbing for a team. I miss him.
Mhm.
God, I love it. Getting back out there. Guy's a monster player.
Yeah, he subbed on our squad for a couple weeks.
I mean, he was terrible, but
Yeah,
Yeah, you know.
he sucked major booty hole. I'm trying to censor myself as much as I can.
And our last two picks for first team, best team are Jinx and Swain.
is that Swain top? I guess.
Yeah, Packer plays a pretty
So.
Packer plays a pretty mean Swain top. You remember that custom we were playing the other night where I was that crappy jungle hacker and I kept taking red buff from you? Yeah, Packer was our Swain. We pretty much carried that game.
And our last pick is a Varus. So both Ziggs and Varus, I think, can go either lane. So I'm not really sure which one is going where. So I guess we're just going to find out when they pick it.
You know, Jirachi's been talking up this Ziggs 80 carry. It might be going to Jirachi.
All right, Eric, you're about to get this invite here,
Ready.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and copy the picks and bans. I'll put them in chat.
All right.
Our new support.
They said it as blind pick.
Oh, I have to
They
change
really?
that. Is there any way to change that?
No.
We'd have to remake the entire lobby.
Do we want to do that?
That'll be
just-
all right. As long as they don't need a
it'll be
pause.
fine.
It's up to them. Let's see. Hold on.
What was the first ban from Team 1?
First ban was a first team, best team. Banned
Yes.
a Jace.
I should have been able to guess that.
Oh
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, currently, I'm excited to see. Oh yeah, Sebastian's whipping out the Alawi top. I don't know if you heard us say that.
I've played against it. Sebastian and I like scrim lanes against each other all the time. We're pretty tight. And it works out well for us now that we won't play each other again until playoffs if that happens, because we already played week 2, I think. His Alawi he as a player is one of the most oppressive players I've played against, and Alawi as a champion is one of the most oppressive champions I've played against. And if you combo those two things together, it's the recipe for a disaster potentially for Packer. The only thing I'd worry about is a potential Vi gank on it, because Alawi doesn't necessarily have the best gank escape.
Yeah,
her
gank
only
escape
hope
is just killing your jungler.
exactly the gank escape is being strong enough to just be able to 2v1. So I think it's going to be a lot of pressure on D Brocious on the Vi to get some early pressure top and maybe get Packer to an advantage. I don't mind the Swain pick into it. I think Swain's okay. Swain's okay both hiding behind the minions to dodge the E for the spirit pull, and both staying outside of the minions to avoid the Alawi Q onto the minion wave. I don't remember the name of those abilities. I'll be honest. I should look it up. It's gonna be a very snowbally lane though, because if Swain gets a lead, good night, and if Alawi gets a lead, good night. I think this game's won by whoever wins top lane.
And it looks like it's a Ziggs mid and a Varus bot, so that solves one of those issues we got from the initial picks.
I mean that. I mean that makes sense. You know, you don't really. To be honest, I don't think Varus mid would be very good against a Syndra. I think it would be a rough situation to kind of go into there. Ziggs is nice because you can kind of just farm and not really have to worry about it as much.
You know that Jirachi was begging for them to give him the Ziggs, though. We banned it against their teams just because I knew he played it.
I don't really want to play against it. All right, so let's break down these teams here as we usually do. So let's start with the first team, best team. So the Swain, Vi, Syndra, Jinx, Taric. Pretty well-rounded team in my opinion. You got the nice peel for the Jinx. You got the nice engage for the Syndra. How do you think they're gonna fare? What do you think is kind of their strong point?
I think that their strong point really comes into scaling and the potential to pick off single targets. You got Vi, Syndra, who are both phenomenal targets for single target damage. And if all of a sudden Bob Man on the Ziggs is where he shouldn't be and gets picked out, he's just going to be deleted, and it's going to be a 4v before the fight even starts. I think I'll get to red team in a second because I'm sure we're going to get. That's just my thought.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Jinx. I noticed in previous games, StarCraft kind of sits off to the side and farms pretty hard. That if the Jinx gets ahead and farm, then they could start snowballing pretty quickly.
All right, so now let's look at 7 Deadly Lee Sins. Alawi, Sejuani, Ziggs, Varus, Thresh. Seems like a very snowbally kind of comp. Seems like the kind of competition they're either going to get really far ahead or they're really going to get really far behind. What are you guys thinking about that one?
I'm thinking a Siege is on.
Yes.
Team.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I think they have a gorgeous 1-3-1 comp. The ability to do something where they just throw Sebastian, or even a 1-4 comp where they just throw Light Pulse on Alawi in whatever lane they want him to take. Come 35 minutes into the game, odds are no single champion on first team, best team side will be able to answer that Alawi. Unless, of course, Dubrocious can get Packer a big enough lead in top lane, but even then it's sketchy. You throw that in with Varus, Ziggs, that's some insane wave clear. And it's very safe wave clear. Not to mention Ziggs' capacity to just shred towers. Come the 25-30 minute mark, he'll be able to 3-shot towers effectively. And you've got good disengage out of the Thresh, out of the Sejuani. I think it's set up for a really nice split push comp to let Light Pulse do whatever he wants in a side lane.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they play the comps. I think if you're going to go solely off of champions picked, I would give it to first team, best team. I just think they have a more well-rounded team composition. I think once you get to team fights, it's going to be kind of hard to peel for Varus when you have a Syndra, Swain, and a Vi. It might be kind of hard. I mean, Thresh is pretty good at that, but granted, on the opposite end, you're going to have Sebastian going in as the Alawi against the Jinx, but you have a Taric, Cosmic Radiance, so it kind of counters all of that engager, so he doesn't really have to worry about too much. It's one of those situations in which once that Alawi tries to go in for the engage, you can kind of just use the Taric ultimate and not really worry about it too much.
Well, and even not just Taric, like if you're talking about dive fighters and juggernauts, Gnar is the one that I speak from experience because that's my most played champ. Syndra's really kind of, I don't want to say annoying, but it's very hard to engage on a Syndra, especially a Syndra who uses the Scat of the Week very smartly and intelligently. To where once Alawi shows up, all Symphonia's got to do is just hold that W until the right moment and just knock back the Alawi and make it virtually impossible for Light Pulse to get onto the backline. That is, in team fights, honestly, in my opinion, that's its biggest job. It's not about assassinating somebody or dealing AoE damage or any of that. The biggest job is keeping Light Pulse out of the fight. I think if Symphonia can make that happen, they're going to win the team fight. If maybe the Scat of the Week is blown early, or if it misses, it's going to make the team fight very difficult for first team, best team.
What do you guys think? Any chance of an invade? They're pinging positions to look like they might just put down wards.
I'd be surprised.
Would be interesting to see a possible invade. I mean, they do have a Thresh. That level 1 is not the end of the world.
I think Thresh is really the only champ that is strong level 1 though out of this. In my opinion.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there.
Hold up. Packer's got Fervor.
Packer has Fervor.
Oh no.
Top.
That's gotta be a mistake. Unless he's going the AD on hit Swain. Oh no.
Hey man, you know you don't even know. It could be a new meta. You don't know. You don't play Swain.
Yeah.
You don't know that. I've played Swain with you before.
Checking them out up there.
Looks like both sides are not going to invade.
Got to do?
Just pretty standard starts.
Yeah, nothing too special going on. It's gonna be interesting to see how because last time we played against first team, best team, I feel like they didn't really utilize the Vi early gangs. It would be interesting to see if they maybe try something level 3 top. I mean, you know, like we were saying, Alawi doesn't have the best escape. Could possibly come with, you know, a situation where Swain does land his Nevermore, gets the snare off, and then Vi just comes in level 3, gets the kill. Could be interesting to see if they could get something like that going off.
Well, I think that's going to be his gankable lane early. Bot lane, I think the push is going to go to Jirachi and Symphonic Salute on the Varus Thresh lane. Early, at least, the Jinx AoE Rocket's just not quite doing enough early. And then if you look at mid lane, I mean, Ziggs should be able to outpush Syndra, but Ziggs is going to be able to play crazy safe. I think that's going to be really the only gankable lane early. Top lane.
Looks like bottom lane is hit level 2 before first team best team's hit it before 7 Deadly Lee Sins. Looks like they're not going to be able to do much with it though. Seems like a pretty passive lane so far. DeBroches is doing a decent job of zoning out that Syndra mid a little bit there. You know, utilizing the ability to just kind of free farm his Ziggs, but it looks like Vi might be
He's
coming
going
for the
mid
gank right now though.
If this works, cool, but I would have loved to see Vi go top.
Looks like they might be trying to pull it off.
Oh, she way should have got top. If she would have ran top, that'd have been first
Scatter
blood.
the weak on Ziggs. Oh, he misses. Screws up the Vault Breaker from DeBroches. He's got the red buff going. Able to charge away, though. That was a ghost burned on Ziggs. Ooh, DeBroches just using that Vault Breaker a little too early there. Wasn't able to get anything off of it. If he'd saved it, maybe, I think he just might have cut it off a little bit early there. But if he'd maybe kind of got that there, that might have been first blood. But regardless, the ghost was burned. No summoner spells were burned on the side of first team, best team. So overall, it was, was not the worst gank in the world, but still at the same time, they could have maybe gotten first blood off of that.
Well, the one thing I would have rather seen, mid is fine, going mid is fine. Snowballing Symphonia is never a bad strategy to win, but if you think about the timing, DeBroches was on ground, and then immediately started going mid. As DeBroches was in the bush right in top river, was about the time that Packer on the Swain landed a pretty nice never move onto the Alawi and had her at about 1/4 of her health. And it would have timed out perfectly for Vi to come in for the gate. But Packer's actually making a play on it. You've got a lot of damage ticking down onto the Alawi. Says, you can take my vessel, but I'll just take your health bar.
Packer's not really, I don't know, he's just like letting the vessel just take damage here.
Yeah. Well, he had used his full rotation, used his never move. He's Raven. I'm sorry, I don't use Beatrice. That's the name of her.
Beatrice.
I kind of wish Torment. I think that's the name of the ability. I know the bird is Beatrice, but
Beatrice.
I really would have liked to see the level 3 gank go top lane. I mean, I'm not in the game, so.
Ooh, Packer with a nice snare up top. He's getting the damage down. He's chasing him down. Oh, it looks like Light Pulse is just going to opt to back out there. Might have been a situation where Packer might have been able to get that kill. Oh, nice Vault Breakers coming down bottom lane onto Thresh. Oh, very nice.
The Taric Stone lands.
Looks like they're not going to be able to do much of it as the slow's coming out from Varus. Going to make him back off here. Sejuani is trying to make something happen. Could still see a possible kill onto Light Pulse top from Packer. Looks like he is trying to get in a situation where he can use the snare. Light Pulse does have.
I wonder how close Packer is to level
still.
6. Packer's still quite away from level 6. I don't think he's gonna be able to make anything happen on this on his own.
He's roaming up right now, though.
Yeah, but Light Pulse just. Oh, well, he faked the back.
Ooh.
Could be first blood.
They're going in.
The vessel hits.
Here it is.
Coming
Nice.
in. Gets
Q in.
the
But that is first blood
he
for
gets.
Swain, though.
And he's level 6 now.
So
He's not gonna be able to survive it.
off, though. But that first blood going to Swain right there, and that definitely helps him. I mean, the situation he's down 5 farm, that definitely helps him out a lot.
Ultimately, though, it's going to end up pretty even on the gold, as even though the first blood went over to first team, best team, 7 Deadly Sins also picked up an assist on it, so the gold's going to even itself out generally. pretty even in farm in the mid lane, and fairly even bot lane, fairly even across the board, really. Still, it's still really too early to call how this early game is going to end up. Who's going to end up on top after this early game?
Yeah, it's been pretty passive. I think it might be a situation in which they try to get Debrocious and Theatrix to level 6 on those junglers. See if maybe they can pull off a gank middle lane. Because I mean, if you can get a gank off middle lane with the Vi using Assault and Battery, and then just the ultimate from Syndra, it's going to be a kill on Ziggs. You know, there's not really much he's going to be able to do. I mean, you can just chain the CCs, the Vi ultimate into the Syndra stun, into the Syndra ultimate. It's just going to be a kill, you know, pretty much every single time. So it will be interesting to see if they do take advantage of that. We're going to have to see if maybe that's the first place he goes. He could opt for the top lane again.
We got a top lane roam coming out of Symphonia here.
Looks
The
like
Vessel misses. This is her chance to get in there. Scat of the Week will miss also, and it's just going to be no bueno. Well, not no bueno, but nothing earned. And the unfortunate thing is Ziggs is just pushing down mid right now.
Ooh.
Symphonia lost a whole lot of mid pressure.
Looks like Gert might be going down. Oh, the nice heal to save him. The actress is trying to dive.
Oh
the last
my
auto attack is still not enough.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Gert
How did he
barely
live that?
living. Very nice heal coming out from StarCraft to save his life. Very close situation there. I thought that might have been a kill going over to seven deadly Lee Sins. It should be 7 deadly Lee Sins, not or 7 deadly sins.
That's what it is.
I thought it was
You're saying it like a
deadly
monkey.
Lee Sins.
You're saying it like a monkey.
It's 7 deadly sins, right?
Yes.
All right. Oh, the ultimate's coming out from the Ziggs. Oh, the bomb's coming. Is he going to be able to chase this down? The flash.
Oh,
he gets the auto attack proc from his passive. They are still
That's gonna be
focused on this
dead
Vi,
Vi
though.
also.
Ooh, gonna back off of it though. Looks like he's roaming down bottom now on this Syndra. Looks like he might be trying to make something happen. Let's see if he can get the
Well,
stun
there's
off.
zero. Only some up here is
Ooh,
the
Scat
flash
of
on
the
the
week.
thresh.
Follow up with the Q.
Unleash power.
Oh, the
Doesn't even
Vaultbreaker
use it.
steal.
He says, "You're just a Syndra. You don't need this kill."
He's still chasing though. He's taking a lot of minion damage. Looks like he's just gonna opt to back out. But nice roam from Symphonia coming out. You know, able to really head down there. Notice that their tower wasn't really going down anytime soon, and they were trying to force it. And able to get that pick pretty easily.
I'm really liking this Swain pickup from Packer. Well, we're about to see. Alawi has just ulted. Is it going to be enough damage? Not on the Swain. He's going to be sitting at about a 4th health, provided he can dodge the rest of these tentacles. Now he's on about a 6th health. Let's see if Swain can sustain up enough to stay in this lane, or Packer on the Swain, I guess. Because that's the trouble with Alawi is once Alawi gets rolling, it's very tough to sustain through a lane, even as Swain. Looks like Packer's going to be all right for now.
That allow he is putting in work up there though.
They're fairly even still across the board, that top lane. I'm impressed with Packer, and even with AD or with Fervor Swain, he's still making it somewhat work. Man, you can cut me off whenever stuff like that's happening. I keep missing all that.
Well, I mean, you know, to be honest with you, it was one of those situations in which Symphonia had a serious outplay. You know, he used his W and his Q, and then he had the very hard task of unleashing power with his ultimate by just clicking on someone. But he did it. It was a nice pick, though. You know, he definitely knew his damage output on the Syndra, and he knew how much it was going to take to get the kill on it. Bobby was a little out of place. He was trying to kind of force to get farm, and because of that, Symphonia was able to make the pick there. But it was definitely something that Symphonia is going to need. I mean, he's the one right now who has the well, other than Swain, has the most farm on their team and has that carry potential there. Ooh, might be trying to make a play bottom lane with the symphonic salute hook, but looks like he's just going to opt to back out. Yeah, see, in this situation, Ziggs just kind of needs to farm a little bit. Getting a little bit too close to the Syndra. Syndra looks like he's going to get the Scatter of the Week. Can he get the Q proc off and the ultimate? Oh! Ooh. Bombs coming out from Ziggs. Not going to be enough to do kill the Syndra, so he's just going to back out there.
Yeah, like Bombman just needs to farm at this point. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, you just got to utilize your poke, man. That's why Ziggs is so good right now. It's because there's not many champions that can kind of get on him. Kind of take advantage of that. But it does look like Vi was going to come for the gank. Might be opting to not do it. Still looks like he's going to do it. He comes in with the Vault Breaker charge up. He misses the Vault Breaker. He gets the one proc.
He has his ulti.
Not going to be enough. Missing that Vault Breaker there. If he landed that Vault Breaker, that might have been a kill.
Yeah. It was a good counter gank opportunity there for Theatrics. Smart to be there, be present,
Ooh,
be aware.
giant fight going on top lane. Light Pulse is burning his ultimate. Packer's taking a lot of damage. Another tentacle coming out from Light Pulse. He's going for the dive, the double tentacle. Not going to be enough. The sustain from Swain. Able to survive
Oh.
the leap of faith. Very close play, though.
And he's still dodging tentacles, though. That was still hairy for Packer.
Yeah,
And that's what Alawi starts to do, even against a matchup like Swain. Swain just can't hold up. We could still see. He's still got flash. Oh, he's going to just play it safe.
It's nice that he's Swain, though, because he's kind of able to out-sustain it. I mean, he had that dive there, but the Swain was kind of just able to use his just ravenous flock the whole time and just survive off the minions. You know, Light Pulse was going in, using the Leap of Faith, following up with the Harsh Lesson, you know, trying to get that W proc to get the tentacles to go on him. It just wasn't enough damage because Swain had that sustain. Swain
Packer's
stayed.
being a little ballsy
Oh,
here. Here's
the
that flash I was talking
W!
about.
He gets the snare down. Oh, his ultimate is enough to
the
kill
outplay.
him. Oh, he missed it. He missed the tentacle smash. He only went in with the W plus the tentacle slams there, and he wasn't able to get that damage off. Packer had a very nice snare and was able to follow up with his ultimate and basically just out-sustain Light Pulse because he wasn't able to get all those tentacles off for the sustain. And it does look like Vine might be trying to make a gank bottom. Here he comes in. The Vault Breaker's coming in. The stun
flash
on the
already
crash.
burned.
Oh, the ultimate from Varus. But the ultimate's also coming out from Tarek. Is it going to be enough, though? The one auto
Vi
attack.
still
on
has
the-
her ulti.
Ooh, nice ultimate from Vi. Is it going to be enough? The bomb is going to miss wide right. Oh, he's still going in on the Sejuani. Oh, Ziggs is down here, too. Nice stun on the Sedge. Very
Nice.
luck to
That's
follow up with the
sentence
Vi.
from-
Oh, what an
Oh, the
ultimate.
ult.
The Glacial Prison on 2 of them. There's 1. There's 2. Glacial Prison coming out, locking them down.
Ooh.
Whoa, bombs are being thrown left and right. Very nice roam from Bobman down there. Very nicely played. It looks like Symphonia's down here to maybe do something as well. But not going to be able to. They're going to get that first tower, and they're going to back out. Very nice Glacial Prison from Theatrics coming out, able to guarantee those 2 kills.
Why didn't we have him play Sejuani?
Well,
That was
because-
gorgeous.
Because we wanted a challenge.
That was
Real
very-
talk there.
We might have a pickoff here in Jirachi. Unleash power going on.
Oh.
Nope, there's going to be... Oh, I was about to
nice
say there's about to
flash.
be enough damage from the shield given by the Lantern from Symphonic Salute, but just one more Q from Symphonius's lol what shield. And down goes Jirachi. But all in all, though, generally, 7 Deadly Sins ends up on top of that while we're still sitting 5-5. They've picked up a dragon, albeit just a Cloud Drake. But still nice. Still nice to have kind of anything else that's an investment for late game when you start to think about a potential Elder Dragon. But they're sitting now on about 1,800 gold lead. A large part of that is in the first brick that they accrued.
Oh, scattered
But I
the
think they
weak.
have a little more assists on their side. Yeah, they've got a lot more assists on their side. 3, 6, 9. 9 assists to the 1 assist.
Battle's coming up top. Leap of Faith is coming out from Light Pulse. He is just pounding on that vessel. Oh my goodness gracious. Talk about watching some anime in the top lane.
Birds and tentacles.
Ooh, Vi's coming down for this gank right now, though. Oh, the choppers are missing just a little bit too early. I don't know if they have vision on the Vi, though. Oh, the stun's coming out from Gert. Vi looks like he's going to try to come in right now. The Vault Breaker's being charged up. Just going to back out. My auto camera took me top lane in the middle of that, but nothing really happened there. I was like, man, look how intense this fight is. And my auto camera was like, nah, you didn't really want to watch it anyway. Up, Scatter the Weak, plus the W. Goodbye.
Yep.
Unleash
And that's why
power,
we banned.
unleash
And that's why we
dead
banned
Ziggs.
Syndra.
And that's why we banned Syndra.
We got a TP coming back in for Packer top lane, which means right now Light Pulse has a TP advantage for 5 minutes. I don't know if Packer's running any runes or masteries that would decrease his summoner spell timing. I doubt it, because he's got that 18 points in ferocity. But let's see what Light Pulse can do with that, and see if his team's kind of in control right now. And
Vygank's
if he
coming
could,
down. The Vault Breaker's
we gotta
onto
play
the
go-
Varus, plus the ultimate. Is it going to be enough? He does have the red buff slow. They do get the kill to Jinx. Nice stun coming out from Gert. He is ulting, but it looks like the team opted to back out rather than follow up to that. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication there. Might have been able to get another kill on the Thresh there. Maybe respecting the Sejuani ultimate still being up.
Yeah.
But still, might have been able to get something there. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication there.
I wouldn't say miscommunication. I think that, we got actually a plague on top lane. Packer gonna maybe be able to pick up a solo kill here onto Light Pulse. He is tower diving the. He's gonna get it. TFT be damned. Who needs it? I'll just take forever and auto attack you every time. And we got another. We got kills going everywhere now. The first team.
Nice Glacial Prison plus the bomb. Oh, very nice, man. Adam has been landing. Theatrics has been landing. Great Sejuani ultimates all game. Very nicely done. Making that utility jungler with CC very worth it right now. You know, they're taking advantage of that a lot, which is good. Which is what they really need.
Interestingly enough, though, talking about utility jungler, he's still running red. Which I'm intrigued about. I guess, I mean, he's got slows for days, so not really worried about slowing it. The only other option would be the Warning Smite, so maybe I'll just go 1v1 whomever I want. They're just gonna go tank this top tower. No, not even tank it. Just zig things.
Zigzatchel.
What I was saying earlier though about Gert and his Cosmic Radiance there, there's a lot of different ways to utilize that, and I think that was a situation. They got the kill that they wanted. Oh my God, and we're on blind pick, so they can't pause. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
If only we. I knew it, and I knew we should have switched, but
oh
it is what
no.
it is. Hopefully they'll respect that it's a DC and just kind of chill for a second here. Yeah, it looks like they are gonna respect that.
Wow, good sportsmanship.
So let's get the support opinion here. So Panda, what did you think about that Taric ultimate earlier from Gert? Do you think that might have been something they could have followed up and maybe got a kill on? Do you think it was just a defensive one? What do you think?
I thought it was more of a defensive one, just in case they turned around and went back to re-engage. So.
Yeah,
did you like that play?
Sejuani was there. Yeah.
It was just cautious. I think he was just being really respectful towards the Sejuani ult potential. If they would have gone under tower, gotten caught by the Sejuani ult, then it would have taken a lot of damage.
Hey, I suggested the tourney draft, and we denied it.
Who set up the lobby?
Totally wasn't Gerg7.
No, not at all. Not like you're the one who did it last time either.
No, never. Hopefully Packer's able to reconnect here. Maybe we can just.
If not, we may have to see a remake. Which would be kind of crappy because we've already got 18 minutes into the game, and it's been very action packed. I guess right now we're sitting at about a 1,000 gold lead for 7 Deadly Sins. A large part of that sticking with kind of their siege part in their comp, with the Ziggs. Because the entire first outer line of towers on the side of first team, best team is gone. And that's kind of what you got to do with Ziggs. And I mean, we played the Ziggs comp. We know how that goes. You want to just get the first line, and then you want to gradually move your vision up. This is maybe part of why I say the Skirmisher Saber out of Theatrics is a little bit questionable. You go for the Warding Smite. Get some extra wards down. Ward the entrances to first team, best team's jungle. Ward the buffs. Ward everywhere. Get your vision up. And then get your 1-3-1 going. That's exactly what I was talking about. They are set up in a really good place right now with the amount of split-second engage potential from Theatrics, as well as the engage potential from Theatrics and the wave clear that they have. They are set up to be able to just wave clear and push lanes for another 20, 30, 40 minutes if in that mid lane. And then they could just maybe throw... They probably have to throw Theatrics in the bot lane to make it work, or do a 1-4 with Alawi in the top lane. But either way, even if Theatrics is without the team, they still have the Thresh there for disengage. They have the box, they have Death Sentence, they have a Lantern. And it looks like we have our DC back, which means play will resume as normal.
Great of the teams to respect that. That shows the kind of players we have in the LCS here to kind of respect that. We're in a tournament draft. Looks like 7 Deadly Sins are going to opt to go for this dragon here. First team, best team, maybe opting to go for the tower. They get the tower first. Looks like they might be roaming down to this dragon. It's not going down quick enough. Ziggs is landing the damage here. Oh, Scatter the Weak's not coming out, but the Vault Breaker's coming in on the Sejuani though. Telephone is slain. Gert's ultimate's coming out. Might be a little bit too late.
Cosmic Radiance is up already.
The Vi goes down. Symphonia is able to kill the Ziggs, but the Varus isn't even being touched. Go ahead, chase the Varus down. He gets a Syndra on the back line. Jinx is still alive. Thresh is chasing us. Looks like he's going to try to get the hook on him. Ooh, the chomp's coming down. Nice slow from Packer. Is he going to be able to get it? Ooh, the hook's going to miss. Ooh, snares also
Packer
gonna
can
land
turn this.
on
Packer
the
can
finish.
turn this.
Starcraft does have red buff. He is getting the slows. Here comes
Oh.
the Varus follow-up. Oh, Light
Good
Pulse
flash
cancels
by
his auto
Starcraft.
attack. Oh, nice tentacle slam coming out on the Swain. He's in there trying to land the snare. He's almost out of mana though. Theatrix could chase this down. Swain does not have much mana. They don't realize they are just right there. Looks like they're just gonna opt to push. But a very big mistake there from Light Pulse, canceling that auto attack on the Jinx. Might have been able to get that kill.
I don't think it was a cancel. Jinx flashed out of it.
Yeah, but
She
he
flashed
had
out
the
of
auto
range.
attack procced. He canceled it. Did he not?
Is that how that works? It looked to me like it was a Jinx flash out of it.
Yeah. Seemed to me like the Jinx flashed.
Either way, it's unlucky. Either it's unlucky because Light Pulse canceled the auto, or it's unlucky because the flash canceled the auto.
Yeah. Regardless, it just
Regardless, it's unlucky.
would have been close either way. But still, you know, pretty big bloodbath there. I think Symphonia chased a little too hard on the Sejuani, and
Ooh, that's-
you have vision of him. Oh well. he's like, yeah, but I wanted to miss.
I wanted the outplay.
Go see these beautiful hooks.
How about them hooks?
Oh,
Interesting right now that-
gonna miss. They are able to get the rest of Spirit. Excuse me, test of
Who did
Spirit.
that hit onto? It hit onto D-Broches. So, fourth of his health bar. Not bad damage. And this is still early in the build for Light Pulse. If they're careless about those E's coming out of Light Pulse, it could result in a lot of damage in the near future.
Looks like Packer is coming around for this roam right here. He is on the back line. The snare's coming out. Oh my gosh, what a big fight here. But the Sejuani.
Jirachi's down, Jirachi's down.
So much damage though. Oh, is it going to be enough to kill Light Pulse? Oh, nice damage there. Are they going to be able to kill Symphonic? They're going with the chase. Scatter the weak coming out.
Oh
of the
my
flash.
gosh.
Very nice stun there. Bobman is still there. The Rocket's
Hey,
Walking
he hit
right
a
into
he hit a
it.
rocket.
He's like, you know what I like? I like when Jinx gets a reset. Maybe he thought it was gonna go the other way, a big key to that fight right there is they were trying to kill the Swain, but they just were not able to. Or excuse me, the Alawi. But the Alawi was able to sustain for so long, but finally they got the pick on the Varus, and then they got the pick on the Ziggs, and after that, the rest of them just went down. It was a very nice scatter of the weak from Symphonia, as well as a nice snare from Packer. Packer is 5-1 right now on this Swain. He's in
Packer's
a very
huge.
good situation that he can kind of, you know, just do what he wants essentially. You know, he can kind of be the tanky front line. Looks like Thresh comes in with the double person play. Ooh, the nice ultimate from Taric, able to survive himself for a little bit longer. Looks like he is going to go down though. Symphonia does go down as well. Looks like they're not going to. It's going to be a 2-for-0 here. Are they going to opt to do something with it? Not really sure what they could do. They might opt to go for Baron. Looks like they could be. No, looks like they're just going to farm
think-
up jungle. Varus might
Yeah,
die
they
to
wanna-
wolves.
Better than dying to Raptors, I guess.
Yeah, there we go. No, looks like there's not much they can really get with this right now.
Well, they're going to win the fight, but first team, best team's going to get the objective because Packer just went and started split pushing. That's really what I want to see Light Pulse do here. He's not on a very team-oriented champion. Alawi's strong, and if Alawi's fed enough, Alawi can team fight monstrously. But right now, Alawi's not there. I would love to see Sebastian just stay in this top lane and just keep pressuring, because it's honestly better for Seven Deadly Sins if Packer's nowhere near the rest of his team. Sure, maybe Packer can get a kill, but eventually Packer's not going to be able to kill Alawi. I would just keep sending Sebastian top or bot. I'm not quite sure why they had him going mid there. I mean, it's different teams have different calls and different macro strategies, so who their thoughts were there, but just my opinion on the matter.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how much damage StarCraft can put out in fights. I mean, that's something I mentioned before the game is you know, they don't really have a lot of peel on Seven Deadly Sins to protect that Varus. You know, Light Pulse on the Alawi doesn't have any peel at all. You know, he's going to be one of those champions that's going to be up in their faces. So it's really going to be up to Symphonic Salute. I feel like he's been trying to focus primarily on trying to make picks with his hooks rather than maybe peel off champions. But at the same time, you can't peel a Cinder ultimate. You know, if he gets a stun on you and then just uses his ultimate. You're gonna die. It looks like there are gonna be 4 people going up top lane for Packer.
Oh
I don't know
my
what he's really
God.
gonna try to do with this here.
He's gonna
The
kill
Protobolt's
Jirachi
coming
out of
with
this.
the super mega bomb. The snare's gonna not hit anybody, but he's just gonna go on the minions. Oh, he's
Oh my
living
gosh.
for a while there. A little bit out of place though. Didn't
The-
have much
the
vision
question-
to back it up.
And the question has to be, what can first team, best team take off the back end of this? Because that's a huge investment. It looks like pings are going down onto the mid lane inhib tower of 7 Deadly Sins. But I'm not sure they're going to even be able to get it. No, they're just going to push the wave in. And maybe they're going to pull their own version of what just happened. Yeah, they're going to try and 4-man Light Pulse now. This is hilarious. One team 4-mans one top laner, so the other team 4-mans the other top
He is
laner.
backing right now though.
He has
Slows
TP.
are
If he
coming out.
now he could get out of there.
Ooh.
He's not going to be able to get out of there with
Oh, the
TP now.
Skyrim
Nice
weaknesses.
dodge.
He's gonna try it. He tries the ultimate. Not gonna be enough though. Oh, it looks like they are opting to do the Baron though.
Good call by 7 Deadly Sins. This is what I'm talking about, taking something off the back end of that.
Yeah, and there's not much they can do about it. They don't have any vision on it at all. They have absolutely no idea. And that's just gonna go to them right now. Uncontested. Very nice call to go for that Baron there.
We were talking about what lanes Light Pulse have been going to. We were talking about that right before all that happened. I think that was perfectly called. Top laners both have teleport, and Baron is the main objective.
Ooh, the play coming
On
out.
oh.
Very nice, man. That bomb damage is awesome.
Yeah. At that point, with both top laners having teleport and Baron being the objective, you really got to just send your top laners to the bot lane. You really do.
Ooh, no, that's not happening.
Because it's in that situation of if enough of the team comes to take care of me, you guys can just take Baron. And while enough of the team went to take care of Packer in the top lane, they were topside. You can't go take Baron off of that because there's 4 there to your 4. When 4 people from first team, best team went to go take care of Light Pulse in the bot lane, they knew all 4 members that were alive of first team, best team were bot lane. That's a free Baron. I think that was a brilliant call. I don't know whose call it was to send Light Pulse bot lane, but it was brilliant. Perfectly decided upon. That's a little bit of how macro works in League of Legends.
I'm not sure if it was more so that it was a good idea to send Light Pulse bottom, as it was a bad idea for first team, best team to send so many people after him with no vision on Baron.
You can look at it either way with that. Yeah, you're true.
You know,
And now let the siege begin.
I granted it could be a situation and they were like, oh, let's have Light Pulse go bottom and we'll bait it out and then we'll go for Baron. But it looks like Packer might be trying to make a play on this. No, it looks like he's just gonna back out. Now we're gonna have to see how they utilize this Baron. What are they gonna try to do with it here? Are they gonna? My gut instinct is first team, best team has the better 4v4, but we still do have that huge Sejuani. Up a lot of gold.
5-0-5, yeah. The only unfortunate thing about this is that Light Pulse doesn't have Baron. He's really the one person in this 1-4 that you really want with it, because your whole goal is just to let allow you to split. And it's a little tougher against the Swain. But ultimately, you still have a Ziggs Varus. You still have every potential of getting in and starting to siege down these towers. I would love for them to go push out bot lane first. Maybe send Beatrix away from them. We got him. Skylar the big sentiment, but the death sentence hits.
Radiance coming out. Oh,
And it's going to be a whole lot of
the
nothing.
4-man stop from Beatrix. There goes Jinx. There goes Tarek.
Oh.
Glacial prison from Beatrix. Perfectly timed. Waited just for the Tarek Cosmic Radiance to end.
Oh
and he went
my
right
gosh.
on it. What a stun. My gosh, Beatrix, you monster.
You cannot play Sejuani better than that. Oh my god, that was gross.
It looks like Lightpool is dueling up with Packer top. He does get
And he's
the leap
starting
of
to win
8
this
damage.
matchup now.
He gets the W on. Nice Zonias. Is he going to try again? Oh, the whole team is there to follow up. They don't have many minions, but it looks like it's not really going to matter. It looks like they're going to take this turret no matter what.
Ziggs is just
the
casually
Scatter
tanking the
Elite
tower.
Getting crushed. Not sure why he was in that position. Oh, looks like they're... Oh, is the Vault Breaker going to come out? No, opposite Vault Breaker away.
Nice box.
The ultimate's
Nice box
coming out on
disengage.
Thresh from the Syndra. There goes the ultimate from Vi. He does use the face of the mountain. Does he have flash? He flashes away. Able to get over the wall. Get away. Meanwhile, Light Pulse is just beating on the vessel of Debrocius. Debrocius is a vessel now. So he's going to take a lot of minion damage. Ooh, taking one tentacle poke. Looks like that's good.
If another one hits, he's dead. If another one hits, he's dead. Okay, it's not gonna hit.
Looks,
But, oh my
the
gosh.
Super Mega Death Rocket! getting the thresh up top. But granted, I'm not sure if it was the face of the mountain. I think it was face of the mountain and not lock it. I could go, but that was a very nice we'll say face of the mountain to protect himself from that. It was a situation in which I think if Symphonia had maybe tried to get it on the back line, the scatter of the week that is, he might have been able to get a pick on it. He did see the thresh in the front, so he's thinking maybe we will have enough damage to get him. But because he had to use the scatter of the week, the unleashed power, and then Vi also had to use her ultimate as well, that was just a lot burned to try to get that kill. The flash ultimate from Varus! The bomb comes in. The QSS was burned from Jinx.
Syndra's on like.
Looks
There's
like
no help.
Symphonia might be
That's
down.
not Alawi
It's done
damage.
a little bit too
That's
early.
not Alawi
Cosmic
damage.
Radiance is not enough. Are they going to be able to kill? But it comes out right now. Swain is just
Packers on the back line.
Ziggs on the back line. Looks like Light Pulse doesn't even matter. Man, that Swain was just crushing it. But the whole rest of the time, the team was just taking damage. The Atrix with the flash Q in. Looks like it's not going to be enough. The slows are on Gerd. The E's missing from Light Pulse. Here comes, is that the enemy one? No,
It was their team.
That was their team.
There's no redemption on
Alawi's TPing bottom. Alright. Not sure if that TP was necessary. The blast code, the ultimate displacement. They are gonna go in on this on the Swain. Might be a questionable play. Packer's pretty tanky right now. He is sustained for a while. Jinx gets the choppers up. The Atrix is moving a little bit in. Yes, I don't know why he TP'd bottom. He TP'd, and now they're gonna get the tower, but he probably didn't need to burn that TP. Might have been a poor TP. I think they would have gotten it without it.
I don't hate it. You're at a point in the game right now. Granted, Baron's up.
Scatter the weak on Thresh. Oh, the ultimate's coming out, but it's just not enough damage. He's ulting the person with another Scatter the Weak's coming out. And then the Q. Can he also?
He's gonna get the last code.
Oh,
hey.
Oh my god.
Where's the Jinx Rocket? Jinx Rocket is up.
Poor Symphonia. He's come so close to it. He keeps opting to use his unleashed power on the Thresh. Thresh does have, a locket, a face of the mountain. He doesn't have a lot of magic resistance, but he's got enough health that I don't think Symphonia can really burst him. And Symphonia did go to opt for the Zhonya's Abyssal build, so that's not a high damage. That's not your typical high damage Syndra build. Usually you're going Morello into what's it called?
Maybe a Ludens,
into
Rylai's,
into like Deathcap, Void Staff. But right now he doesn't have a lot of damage. So that ultimate, if you're using it on a not necessarily squishy character, you're not going to be able to get as much burst damage. He hasn't really had that much of an opportunity to use it on the back line.
The question for me becomes, though, who does he ult? If you look across the board, if you look at Light Pulse and you look at Jirachi, Jirachi's really his main target, but Jirachi's got Maw, and unless Packer is able to pop it, and Symphonia knows that,
is this going to be a Baron for? Looks like they are going to head up there, though.
Yeah, if I'm 7 Deadly Sins, I say yes, please,
like
all the time.
This team is just. Oh, it looks like they noticed it now. They are heading down here.
We might have a 5v5 coming up soon.
Here it
There's
comes.
the Baron. Anything come out the back end of it?
The Glacial pressure him on two of them. Oh, the ultimate's coming out from Gerd. Are they able to finish off anyone beforehand?
Got
No,
the
they're not.
on the
Packer's
back
just
line.
sitting in the back line. Still does have Zhonya's. Debrocious is going in on Jirachi. Not enough to kill him. Jirachi's still alive. Jirachi's still alive on this Varus. Staying alive, able to stay in the back. No, not able to kill him. Meanwhile, the whole time, Gerd is in the back there. Oh, StarCraft is going
StarCraft resets.
Ends up dying. This might be game now. They do have the Zig Satchel charge. Man, that Swain was just able to distract them for such a long period of time that basically StarCraft and Gert were able to, and Symphonia were kind of able to just go up there and not necessarily even worry about it. The whole time, Swain was just sitting on the back line, sitting on Jirachi, sitting on Bobman. But then because of that, the damage that came out from Light Pulse was just huge. He was able to put in serious work on this Jinx, and this is going to be game, it looks like.
Oh, yep. It's going to be 35 minutes, 23-21, GG for 7 Deadly Sins. A massive performance, in my opinion, put in by Theatrix on that Sejuani. I don't know how you guys feel.
I agree.
But the moment that game split open was right after they got Baron, starting the siege. Cosmic Radiance goes up as a response to a nice sentence coming out of Symphonic Salute. As soon as it's up, Theatrix is like, all right, I got this. 4-man Sedgel. He should go show Smithy how to play the champion. That's
So let's take a look at the damage here. Zig's doing the most in the game. You know, it's crazy. I mean, look, you know, you had 3 players on 7 Deadly Sins doing more damage than anybody on first team. Best
oh
team.
my gosh.
You know, that's that advantage of the Ziggs, man. It's just, you know, I wish I played Ziggs. Honestly, I could. I feel like he's
Yeah,
so strong
dude.
right now.
I wish he played more things than just that stupid Urgot you pick every
Yeah, I
game.
know. I am an Urk
Maybe-
god though.
Maybe we'd actually win games then.
All right, guys. So we're gonna take a break right here. Go ahead and get this stream cut off so we can get a video. Make sure you guys stay tuned for game 2 of first team best team versus 7 Deadly Sins.
Hey, let's go.